Please go ahead.
Okay. Would you want to go ahead, ma'am, by introducing ILA, and then I'll go ahead with introducing ILA Sonipat and the team.
Sure. So good evening, everyone. Myself, Madhura, I represent Indian Lawyers Association. We are an organization working to bring together the legal professionals of the country and provide them various platforms for learning and development, undertaking several initiatives for education, our mentoring and guidance to the young lawyers. COVID was a legal aid initiative led by ILA Delhi chapter. So we operate by way of having chapters in different parts of the country in various cities. And these chapters essentially help us to add local flavor to the operations. So I hand it over to her, the president of ILA Sonipat.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So ILA Sonipat is one of the many chapters of Indian Lawyers Association. And our chapter is relatively new, but we have been working towards managing to have events which are for the benefit of practitioners, academicians, as well as students. We also have law committees in our chapter, and students are welcome to join our law committees as well. We have several special events as well, which we are soon going to announce. And today's event is a joint event with AFCR. So AFCR, it stands for Alternative Forum for Conflict Resolution, and it's a non-profit organization which has been established by Mr. Saurav Karmakar and his team. His team is present with us today. It was established in the year 2020. It's a platform which is a student-led organization, a student-led initiative, and it aims at building alternative amicable resolutions for conflicts and to make conflict resolution more accessible to commoners. So it has its observation forum. It initiated its first grant project, and the project's name is P-Voice. The team will introduce the project today. So P-Voice is public voice, as the name suggests, and it specifically is devoted to the area of public laws, public policies, and public schemes to make the young generation from the legal background today to know more about how to make people, the common people, aware of their rights, aware of the legal recourses that they have. So with this, I hand over to Ms. Daisy Pallavi, who will introduce the project, who will introduce AFCR, and as well as the team. Ms. Daisy, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sana ma'am, for this beautiful introduction of AFCR, the project, and the whole team. We are highly delighted and thankful to the team of ILA for organizing this event for AFCR. Beginning with the introduction part, I would first start with my introduction, which says or which defines me as a law student. I started my journey as a law student in the year 2018 when I joined my law school. But how did I join this project? How did I got associated with this? A short journey, but a very beautiful one. In 2019, it was the day when I joined my college's Alternative Dispute Resolution Center, and I met the founder of this organization, which is Mr. Saurav Karmakar. The main theme which, got us into togetherness was the vibes that we connected to do something extraordinary for the people. We got to know that, yes, there exist certain things which, which lacks in many aspects where we need to do something for the public. He discussed with me this project, this idea that he has been culturing since last, I don't know how many years, but he had that patriotic feeling. And after considering, going through all these things, it suddenly, I won't say, but yes, instantly it popped into mind that, yes, I have to join this. This journey began in 2019, December. We started from there. We did, many things for bringing AFCR to where it is right now. Today also, people of my law school asked that, Daisy, is it something related to alternative dispute resolution? But I say no, it's not alternative dispute resolution, but it's an alternative home for dispute resolution. Yes, we are here with a platform for alternative dispute resolution. When I say alternative, it says alternative amicable resolution home, what we define AFCR as. Yes, the idea came from that yes, we need to create some platforms where the people need to know their rights. If they know that, yes, they have this dispute, they need to know their solution as well. So we say your problem, your solution. You know what your problem is, so you also need to know what your solution is. So this is how the short journey began of AFCR. Earlier, it was named as ICRPC. We got registered as AFCR in the year of 2020, September. When I introduced AFCR, I already said it's the first alternative amicable resolution home. We are a non-profit organization working to create an alternative ecosystem across the nation. Yes, this is our main target. We aim to make India a sare jahan se acha. We mission to be the passage of the sound for the unspoken or superseded voices and to air the values of amicable transformation across the nation. We have a vision to make a new India as an ideal nation of the 21st century. We rely on the three mottos that we always say: to promote peace and unity, to ensure progress and sustainability, and to secure justice and development for all. Alternative Forum for Conflict Resolution runs through their three windows. Firstly, Community Forum. Secondly, Observation Forum. And third, the Resolution Forum. I won't discuss in detail about all these forums over here right now. This project, P-Voice, has been initiated by the Observation Forum window, which is basically a research tank, a research organization, a research window for this organization. This project, P-Voice, is the first grand research project initiated by the Observation Forum. This project focuses on the three major chapters of the central government, that is public laws, public policies, and public schemes. When we say India is the biggest democracy of the world, with its democracy being derived from the Indian Constitution, one of the lengthiest constitution of the world. It is the Indian Constitution which grants us certain fundamental rights and duties. In order to protect and amplify these rights and duty, the central and the state government from time to time come up with various laws, policies, and schemes. But the practical part shows that India's commitment to the rule of law, justice, and development, which exists on paper, does not always exist in practice. The Honorable Vice President of India recently said that government is making policies for public welfare, but effective implementation of these policies and programs by administrative leaders and professionals is critical. However, if we compare the scenario with the other developed countries, as like USA, UK, Germany, Russia, or Australia, there are no permanent cadre of officials at the resolution-making levels. The belief in India that the justice or development need concern only those of serving the judiciary or government is another unfortunate legacy of the British Raj. Again, in the words of Honorable Vice President, he said, what is required is a proper guidance, and following the three mantras of Honorable Prime Minister of India, we are here to reform, perform, and transform. AFCR here brings different form of tools to simplify the important public laws, public policies, and public schemes of the target communities and the individuals. Now, what are the target communities and individuals which we, being at the project P-Voice, have we targeted? About the targeted communities, we have four major target communities for now. First, the students. Second, the red light area workers. Third, the transgenders. And fourth, the Dharavi slum area, which is the largest slum area. Since the last 6 months, where our three more speakers have been involved as a research intern, they have exclusively extracted the public laws, public policies, and public schemes for these target communities. They have worked day and night and prepared some exhaustive and so beautiful data of all these four target communities. When we saw and realized, when we did the research on all these four communities, it was a what to see into, like, it was wonder to see that there are certain communities for which you can say that there no schemes exist for all, or there have only state governments who have taken the steps to, introduce schemes or policies for that public, for that sector of community. Now, based upon that observation, we move towards our target individuals. Who are our target individuals? We have again classified on three criteria. First, on the basis of age. second on the basis of gender, and third on the basis of occupation, on the basis of age, minor, adult, dead persons and all, on the basis of gender, male, female, others, on the basis of occupation, unemployed, employed, retired persons and all. So these are the set of target individuals and communities which P-Voice project targets. I would say P-Voice is a promising idea to serve alternative means to secure justice for all. The objective of this project is to eradicate the unidentified primary hurdles with regard to the progress and sustainability. We work to spread primary knowledge on public laws, public policies, and public schemes by decoding the official languages. How many of the common people do know how to read the legislative languages? How many of people have gone through the acts that have been formulated by the central government or the state government? We work to decodify them in a simpler language, which is accessible by the people. As it is said, it's of the people, for the people, by the people. So yes, this project is of the people, for the people, and by the people of India. We have a goal to make India a paradigmatic nation in eradicating the causes from the grassroots level and make a conflict-ridden society. We mission to empower the people of India to achieve their full potential by creating their own solutions to their own problems. We have, as already said, we have target individual, target communities we have identified so far. Why public laws? Public laws, if you will say, we will be coming next to Ms. Shasha Upadhyay, who has worked on detail on this public laws areas. But yes, as like science, law and water, law connects us like law connects us like life and water. So yes, law exists in everything and anything you say. Some of the great professionals that we met while pitching this idea, they said, law is a common sense. And if you do not know the knowledge of law, you do not have common sense. So yes, everybody needs to know what law is, and it's a very, very common understanding if people get to know what the law exists. Three broad categorization which we have done in the public law sector is under the head of constitutional law, criminal law, and administrative law. For the public policy part, again, the detailed research has been done by Mr. Jatin Avesthi, who will be coming on the panel next. What is a public policy? It is a planned course of action where the objectives are set out in the beginning and which acts as a guiding factor for further program and schemes in the country. Again, three categorization done in the same area: human development, empowerment and security, sustainable energy and resources. Then coming to public schemes, Ms. Paratna Markod has handled this particular area very beautifully and done an extensive research on the same. Public schemes are launched to address the social and economic problems of the citizens of the nation. The categorization in this category is for the food, education, care, and hospitality. With the P-Voice, we introduce the idea of change. We young change makers are here to bring the idea of change in front of the common people today. India is the world's largest democracy. We aspire others with our culture and practice from the very beginning. Here we are recalling the commitments to make this nation Sare Jahan Se Acha. We aspire to change the path of change to make or remake an ideal nation. Our idea is to initiate a journey where people amicably, directly or indirectly, engage themselves towards making one nation in one direction, that is New India. Do we know a fair record of progress and sustainability belonging to any community or individual helps the social instruments to define life and thus the real life problems? Do we know that an equal assessment of problems belonging to any community or individual helps the social instruments to protect the rights and bring welfare to all? And do we know that an appropriate mechanism in resolving conflicts belonging to any community or individual helps the social instruments to ensure justice and development? So here I presented the idea of this whole project, P-Voice. Yes, we young change makers stand here to bring this idea into picture, to involve, to work for the common people, and I would say to work for we, the Indians. I hereby introduce my team by naming them one by one. Leader being Mr. Saurav Karmakar, the founder and director and the project director of this particular project, P-Voice. I, Ms. Daisy Pallavi, project head of this P-Voice and partner and operational head at AFCR. Mr. Yashpriya Saharan, the communication head at AFCR, a third-year law student. Mr. Gaurav Kumar, the research coordinator at P-Voice, a final year law student. Mr. Jatin Awasthi, former P-Voice assistant coordinator, working on the sector of policies. Ms. Parartha Markot, former P-Voice assistant coordinator, worked on the area of schemes. Ms. Shasha Upadhyay, former P-Voice assistant coordinator, who worked on the area of laws. Ms. Ishani Goyal, present P-Voice assistant coordinator, who is presently working on the policies. Ms. Anisha Roy, present P-Voice assistant coordinator, working on the area of law, and Mr. Sarthak Srivastava, present P-Voice assistant coordinator, working on the area of schemes. We have very great mentors with us, which includes Ms. Shania Ma'am, assistant professor at Jindal Global Law School, and Ms. Dr. Om Krishna Sir, assistant professor at Lloyd Law College. Before I end up, I have to say one line. Why P-Voice? It's high time to explore explore the unresolved problems which disrupts the justice and development of the nation by any means. This project is a call to wake up and represent your community, to lead the discovery for appropriate mechanisms in eradicating those problems from roots which are pending in courts or which even you could not bring to the courts. So this was the introduction of my team, the project, and the organization AFCR. Ma'am, I hand it over to you again.
Thank you so much, Daisy. And I note the excellent relation that you drew between law and people. As you said, law is to people as water is to life. And that's absolutely amazing. And it also shows that the initiative is so rooted, and it directly is connecting law with the people. We make law for the people, and we need people to take that law to the other people as well. So great job on that. And now would you want us to move ahead with the highlights and the upcoming events? And I would now invite you to hand it over to your next speaker by introducing him or her.
Indeed, ma'am. Thank you so much. I would now introduce Ms. Prarthana Markot, who has been the RPVOS assistant coordinator since the month of June to December. She has been associated with us for the area of research on the public schemes. I now hand it over to Ms. Prarthana Markot to share her experience and give the highlights of the PVOS projects.
Thank you, Sanya ma'am and Daisy ma'am. First of all, greetings everyone. I am Prarthana Markot, fourth year law student of New Law College, Pune, and I welcome you all once again to this event. So before moving forward with the highlights of P-Voice, I would want to quote a quote from which is given by Bill Gates, which says, "Power comes not from the knowledge kept, but from the knowledge shared." And I feel that this is the crux of our project P-Voice, and also the intention behind formation of this of AFCR by Saurav sir. So I have been associated with AFCR since July, and let me tell you all, these 6 or 7 months of teaming up with AFCR has been worth it. And when I say this, I cover all the aspects which are necessary for grooming an upcoming lawyer. The mechanism of the project P-Voice was structured in such a way that even an introvert or a fresher who has never been accustomed with research and discussions were given equal opportunity to showcase their talent. The very concept of building an organization of law students, which is not only focused on research activities, is actually seen in many of the associations, and also a chance to analyze the gaps in the society and the ways to bridge those gaps, which is based upon the research which we make, which what makes AFCR stand out. For the current tenure, we focused on 4 major communities, which is already discussed by Daisy ma'am, but I would want to summarize it, which are youth, commercial sex workers, slum dwellers, and transgenders, wherein we made a detailed list of all the laws, public schemes, and public policies. Then we researched on the current situation, the need and the reach of such initiatives taken by the government, and what are the reasons for the poor state despite of the reforms which are taken by the government. Hence, through our public research, through our primary research, we have learned so many things throughout these 6 or 7 months, which I feel that if we were just confined within the books and the regular lectures, it wouldn't have been possible to learn so many new things.
Thanks, Pratna. That's really insightful to know your experience and how this was very fruitful for you and the other members, as well as the people who would want to join with the project. So the main thing that you highlighted is that this project, as well as this initiative, made you know better about the law. And I guess this will also, an association with the project will also help other students who might look up to the to joining the association. That's something that we all must look up to, even if we are not students, academicians, practitioners. All of us want to know law closely, more closely than we know it as of now. So that's a very good experience, and I mean that's a very good takeaway that a student, an academician, or a practitioner would get by being a part of the project. Please hand over to the next speaker who would take up the other topics, which is the joining process and how can people be associated, and the other upcoming events.
Sure, ma'am. Before I hand it over to the other speaker, which is Ms. Shasha Upadhyay, I would like to state that Ms. Pratna Markot, she has been, I would say, like the whole team, Ms. Pratna Markot, Shasha Upadhyay, and Jatin Avasti. The moment they joined, being a law student, we always look for an opportunity where we get to enhance our skills of, especially of research. These guys never asked that, ma'am, what are the incentives that we are going to get from this project? Are we going to get like the trend which is going from the internship? Are we going to get some monetary incentive or some certificates or something like that? These guys, they appreciated the idea and they joined hand with us. And the outcome which we have today is just by the efforts that they made. So I am proud that I have this team, the well-disciplined team which I have with me right now. So now I would like to hand it over to Ms. Shasha Upadhyay, which is just a second-year student at ICFA University. She joined this project when she was in her very first year of her law school. I won't say much about her. She would say rather about herself that what all she gained from the very first year to the second year till now. Shasha, please.
Thank you so much, Daisy ma'am. Thank you, Sanya ma'am, for this opportunity. So, good evening, everyone. I am Shasha Upadhyay, second year law student at ICFA University, Dehradun. I joined this project, P-Voice to be more specific, last July when I was in first year. To be very honest, when I joined this project, I was a naive kid. Legal researching, drafting, and in laws, I was very naive. All thanks to P-Voice that taught me everything. So before starting, I would, as everyone here is a law student, I would pose certain questions that follows. That how many of us sitting here actually know that no company in our country can fire a woman while she is pregnant? Or how many of us know that it's a legal right that we can use the washroom of any restaurant or hotels even without paying for them? So I asked this because being a law student, even I didn't know all these facts. I joined P-Voice as a research intern in the field of public laws. And while I was drafting some lesser known Indian facts, I came across hundreds of such facts that are present in Indian legal system, but are very unknown to the masses. I came across many such laws that even after completing a year journey of my law school, I was not aware of it. And I proudly say, and will always say, thanks to P-Voice, that P-Voice taught me what many law schools don't. Coming forward with the upcoming projects, so just as a child needs proper care and guidance to bloom in an extraordinary person, we at P-Voice too need mentors, law scholars, and law students to join us and give us proper guidance, show us the right path to step upon. And for this, we are here to launch our upcoming project, that is PDF. PDF is short form for Public Discussion Forum, whose primary aim is to be an open platform of discussion to enable the idea of amicable change. We, the present team of P-Voice, have researched on various aspects as mentioned by Daisy ma'am, that are laws, schemes, and policies. On the second phase of this project, We would be inviting renowned judges, law scholars, legal fraternity, professors, students who would be acting as a torch bearer and help us achieve our aimed goals. When I was told about this project for working for the transgender, sex worker, and slum dwellers, I found myself privileged to get an opportunity like this. I found myself, I am very inclined towards social work, to be very honest. I always feel myself proud that I joined this event, that I am a part of this event. After joining this project, I actually discovered the undiscovered me, just as our tagline says. Coming towards the joining process, most of us sitting here are law students. We are the young blood of our nation. We have the potential to bring about a change for a better India. And that's why I request most of you sitting here to be a part of this initiative. Trust me, it's an experience worth experiencing. And as I said before, for the next phase of this project, we would be needing more members who will guide us, who will teach us, and who will motivate us. For that, registration process is really simple. All of us are very well aware of the Google form concept, and all thanks to this pandemic, which made us an expert in doing so. So the process is, all you need to do is fill a Google form, make a video of yourself, and fill a statement of purpose of why you want to join this process, why you want to be a part of this initiative, and that's it. Once the form filling and receiving process has been done, welcome to the team P Voice. We will welcome you with open hands, and we would really be grateful for you after joining. That's it from myself. Daisy ma'am, I would handle it over to you.
Thank you, Shasha. Thank you so much for your beautiful sharing of experience and the joining process. Yes, we are upcoming with the PDF Primary Discussion Forum, which is going to be held in the month of June. We are not only researching upon some ideas or upon some areas which we already specified, it is public laws, public policies, and public schemes, but we also believe that we are like a group of law students or a group of seniors or mentors which we have, but we also need to assess our performance. We also need to assess the hurdles that we have, or they clear the hurdles that we have so far. So with the same objective, we are coming up with the primary discussion forum in the month of June. You will get to know the details about this upcoming project very soon through our social media handles and every other aspect which we can promote on. And yes, I would say, please join the same. Sana ma'am, I'll pass on to you.
Thank you so much, Daisy. One of you could also put down your email address in the chat box for people who might have, for students who might have questions and would want to know more about joining the team until the time we release the brochure as well as the Google form for joining. So that would be really helpful for students, practitioners and academicians in this meeting if they want to join, if they want to connect with one of you. So with that, please lead us ahead with our next speaker, introduce the speaker, and please let us know more about what the speaker has to unveil for us.
Sure, ma'am. So for the next and the final speaker of today, he is Mr. Jatin Awasthi. He is also a second-year law student, but a master one, I would say. The knowledge, the ideas, or the practice that he brings into pictures is highly incredible. That's why I say I have a very, very incredible team with me, which has made me lead this project till this stage where we are right now. So Jatin, before I, dwell into much of your appreciation, please take over the floor and share your experience and the opportunities and reward sections.
Thank you, Daisy ma'am. It's always humbling whenever you appreciate me. So good evening to one and all present here. My name is Jatin Awasthi and I'm a second year law student. And at the outset, I would like to thank Sanya ma'am for giving me this wonderful opportunity. So starting off with my experience, so I joined P Voice 6 months back, and this has been one of the most enlightening experience of my professional career. So what drew me towards P Voice, apart from its name, which is truly fascinating, which talks about public's voice, everyone gets fascinated when they hear P Voice. What does it stand for? So Apart from its name, which is really fascinating, it was the target audience that the team aimed at helping. That's the people of India, and it's in entirety the 135 crore people of India. I haven't attended any of the sessions where this wasn't highlighted to us. We don't even think about the last person in the row, we think about everyone. While making policy, this has been the cornerstone, that think about the last person in the row. Will the policy help him? Will the policy help her? But I think when thinking of the 135 crore people of India, I think we have everyone in our mind. So while starting our research, we focused upon the three most important pillars of the nation, that are law, policy, and schemes. Now, finding the documents of policy, now I'll go rather into some detail because, well, I have the time and I am the speaker. So I'll delve into the details. So while researching on policies, what is the major but the problem that I faced at all times was that whenever I used to search for policies, there was not a single place where I could find a list of policies. So when I was given this task of compiling all the policy that India has, and in the modern times, I would say, so I thought it should be a rather easy task. I would just go to some website of government, I'll type policies of India and a list would come. I would download all the policies, write some briefs about it, and my work is done. Voila. But that was not it. I had to go through a lot of government websites. I used to ask our mentors that where can I find more policies? I don't get them in a single format. Some are handwritten, some are scanned. They're not in a PDF format. These are the kind of problems when you think and you face as a law student. These are the problems that I face. Think about someone who I think don't have access to internet even in some remote corner of India, and he's thinking about maybe this yojana or this policy which the prime minister or someone speaks about will help me. Where will he find that? And that is what we aim at. Where will we find all in a easy accessible format that will help us to take the benefits out of it? So this is one of what we aim to do, to present it in a digestible format where anyone in India just reads the policy and thinks, yes, this is what is going to help me. Yes, I am the target audience of this policy. And this has been our research for the last 6 months. I had a very good team, and like we all were working, someone working on policies. I was working on policies, some on laws, some on schemes. And working separately also, we drew kind of interrelations, like, oh, this policy has under its ambit this scheme, or this law will directly affect this policy, and hence this policy would benefit through these schemes. So these are the interconnections that we found, and we have all compiled this in the course of 6 months. Now, speaking about the opportunities at P-Voice, I think the opportunities at P-Voice stem out from the grit to contribute, communicate, and build a team that finds bringing change their responsibility. After all, a youth of the nation speaks a lot about where the nation is heading. A team of committed youth with a vision of bringing change and contributing to the nation building process is the need of the hour. With this in mind, P-Voice has plethora of opportunities for everyone who shares this common vision. The common vision of bringing change through individual action. And yes, when a lot of committed individuals come together, change is inevitable. So I think also, just to point out at the end, concluding what I'm saying for the last few minutes, I think being part of something so grandiose almost kinds of propels you to do things that you wouldn't have done otherwise. If someone asked me 6 months back that, would you be researching on policies sometime? I would have been rather skeptical. I would have thought, like, policies, why? I'm a law student. I don't think policy is my way to go. Shouldn't I do something else? Shouldn't I just read some research paper? Shouldn't I just go for moots? And isn't what that a regular law student does? And isn't that what is need of the hour also? But it's not so true. Like we have a mentor here, Sanya ma'am. She has been a wonderful person, and she had helped us in this process I have attended like all the meetings with her, and you see that this is what the legal fraternity at this time is doing. So why shouldn't I do it? I should do it all the more with more enthusiasm. Like people of such caliber are doing are helping us in our project. Then why should I think twice? And as the joining process has already been told by Ms. Shashya, you all can also join us. And yeah, so the opportunities, and many of you might think that now that I have worked on policy, what will new interns work at? What will the new assistant coordinators do? Jatin, you have made all the list of all the policies. Now what's left to do? I think we have subdivided our topics. It's human development, security and empowerment, and sustainable development. Sustainable development might please a lot of you. This is where the future is going. Environment changes all around the world, and environment is, I think, the change in the environment is here, and we need to tackle it. So I think these nuanced topics might help you in your journey. And apart from that, yes, we'll provide fellowships, research and publication opportunities to everyone, internships, and the opportunity of interaction with legal fraternity. I think this one, the opportunity to interact with legal fraternity is what I was interested in, to meet a lot of people from the legal world and see what's the scenario at the point of time. So yeah, that is my experience and what are the opportunities that I think P-Voice has to offer in the next month. So yeah, I invite everyone to build on our shoulders and take this project forward. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I do remember one of the things that you said is it's what people might think when the work has already been done, when the policies have already been consolidated, what's there left to work. So one point from my side is policies or schemes. These are things which can never be consolidated at any point of time, because they keep on evolving, they keep on growing every day, every month, every year. So there is a lot of work that we as a team still need to do. We need not just interns, we also need researchers, mentors. The richer the team, the better. And as Jatin told about fellowship, I would want Daisy to comment a bit more about this lucrative opportunity that the project is giving to students. And this is something which is also an upcoming event. It's very lucrative. Many organizations do offer research fellowships and other such opportunities. I'm very happy that P-Voice is also offering this. Fellowship is something through which you could know a lot about a certain topic that you are researching upon. And apart from that, that will also help you a lot in contact building, exposure, as well as presentation. So Daisy, if you would want to tell the people over here more about the fellowship opportunity that's upcoming in a few months.
Indeed, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jatin, also for introducing the, like your experience, sharing your experience in such a beautiful way. Yes, we are coming up with certain grand opportunities, which includes fellowship programs also. The people, the students who would be joining us as a research interns for 1 month, 6 months, we are coming with certain fellowship opportunities. However, I would right now reserve the comments on the same, because these people who are here with us, Prarthana, Shashya, Jatin, it's like, like they were with us with any, without demand, without any conditions with us. So I would first wish the students who are very much interested in this project, by the idea of this project, they should come and join us. We are not limited to any opportunities. We have a group of panels with us. We have a group of professionals with us. We have extremely, extremely renowned mentors with us. So yes, I welcome the whole team, the whole people who are watching this right now to this P-Voice project. Yes, we are coming up with some fellowship programs, some publications opportunities, and many, many, many more in the line. Yes, we will be revealing the same very soon. So stay tuned with us for knowing more about this. Concluding today's session, before I come to the final part, which is to the Sandesha to the people of India, I would say it has been 2.5 years where I and the whole team, we have been questioned that, Daisy, what is you are going through? What is the thing that you're going? What is the thing that you're doing? What is the idea that you are nurturing since last 2.5 years? It's not only one, it's not only two, it has been numerous people who have been consistently asking. We have been visiting many places. We have been visiting many renowned people who have guided us in such a beautiful way on this idea. We went to, I won't name, but yes, people who have guided us their guidance have been a gem to us. They have made our path so beautiful that we have reached this stage so far. So yes, today we are here to discover the undiscovered project of P-Voice of AFCR. This is what I and my whole team was doing since last 2.5 years. And now we are in the executory phase. The research and the development is so far going, but parallelly, we are coming up with another event, which will be Sandesha March in the month of June and July. The same will be launched soon. It would be a door-to-door campaign where we will be reaching out to the people in person, in physical presence. I hope this pandemic won't disturb us anymore. So yes, ma'am, before I end up this note here from my side, and if there is anything else to add from your side, we will move on to the last and the final agenda, which is to the Sandesha to the people of India.
Thank you so much, Daisy. I just had one last point, which might interest the participants as well. If you could tell us what are the areas in which a student, academician, or practitioner might be interested in order to be a part of the team. So is it just people interested in human rights, or just people interested in criminal law or IP laws? If everyone is open to join the team.
Yes, ma'am. As you said in the last few minutes back, that any interested people may join, we must drop an email address so that any interested people may, put up their queries for this. We have a beautiful presentation made with us. I would request our communication head, Mr. Yashpriya Saharan, if you could share the same on the screen, which has the division of the categories that we have made so far. The audience which are present here or who will be viewing us this presentation at a later stage may get to know the criteria or the categories that we are working upon, and they may join us in the specific area where whichever area brings their interest into. So yes, Yash, if you could please share the screen to the people. Yash, please come to the 4th slide, which is about the public laws. Yes, so as it is visible, under the public laws sector, we have made division into 3 parts, which is constitutional law, administrative law, and the criminal laws. So any interested students, professionals, academicians who are interested either to continue the research on this or to guide us, mentor us on this particular aspects are highly invited to join this scenario. Next, coming to the public policies, we again have 3 divisions. Yash, yeah, which is on the human development, security and empowerment, and the sustainable development. Yes, we have again 3 categories. Any interested students, academicians, or any other mentors who wish to join us may, any interested area if they feel, yes, this is my area, I can do well in this. So yeah, please do join us. And again, same goes in the public schemes. We again have divided into 3 broad categories. So yeah. The next slide shows about the public schemes, the division which is upon the food, schemes on education, schemes on care and hospitality. By doing the research that these guys have done, like when I also started doing the research, when we didn't have this exhaustive team, I realized that when I used to do the research, I used to call Saurav sir many a times about this, that there are number of schemes, number of policies, number of laws existing for the common people. But do they actually know it? And if they actually know it, why are so many disputes now? When I came to know about Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, when I came to know that, yeah, there's a scheme who is funding the startups. But then there are certain small hurdles into the same. We are here to eradicate all those things. We are here to promote all these things, create an awareness among all the common people of India. And when I say common people of India, it includes all of the Indians, not one, not two, it includes 136 crore people of India. So yeah, as ma'am, you said, these are the categories that we have divided. Yash, if you can go to the next slide, which is about the targeted individual. All the people who are viewing this right now, if you want to get this presentation, we will be surely you can drop us an email upon the given mail address. We'll share the presentation with you. You can go through that and you may join us in this beautiful initiative. So yes, the target individual, as I said, we have divided on 3 major criteria. First is on the basis of age, unborn, minor, adult, senior citizens, and dead person. On the basis of gender, male, female, and others. On the basis of occupation, self-employed, employed, unemployed, and retired people. Then comes the target communities. As we already discussed about the target communities, it is again the students, the commercial sex workers, then the Dharavi slum areas, and then the LGBTQ. So all these 4 sections, we believe, all these 4 communities, we believe we have already done a primary phase of research on all these things. But yes, we do need some mentors, some students to join us in this initiatives to take this project more far along and make the implementation which we are planning to do at a very, very effective stage. Thank you, Yash, for sharing the screen. So yes, ma'am, this was the idea or the interest area which people may get interested into.
Thank you so much, Daisy. I'm sure people would now have a clear idea on the specific field that they might be interested towards. So some of you might want to join the policies team. Some of you might want to join the team working on schemes. Yeah, some of you might want to work on the laws per se. Alternatively, some of you might want to work on and reach out to targeted communities. That also might be an area of interest for most of you. So congratulations, team. I am very happy that you all came here to introduce to us this very, very I would say very, very impactful project, and a project which is of the people, for the people, and of course by the people. So yes, Daisy, if you would want to go ahead with the message that you have.
Yes, ma'am. So concluding this whole session today, first of all, thank you to all of you for joining this session. I have a small sandesha to all the people of India. In our style, Namaste, people of India. We at AFCR bring your kind attention to the fact that we are a team of young change makers, and we have initiated a journey to bring the change in the 21st century. We are ambitious towards a mission to empower the people of India with a self-assessment approach to decode primary knowledge of public law, public policies, and public schemes among the 136 crore people of this nation, so that they can self-assess and self-resolve their real-life problems. We are bringing a tool for the change, and here we are introducing our different chapters for a general review and feedback. The change we aim requires a collaborative approach to connect, communicate, and convey the amicable reforms across the nation. We highly need your support, your guidance, and most importantly, your blessings. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Daisy. Thank you so much, team. I am more than happy if any one of you have any thing to add on to Daisy's message. I would request anyone, if you have anything that you would want the people to know, because I see that we are nearing the end of the session, and if we don't have anything else to add, we can wrap up the session in that case.
Yes, ma'am. I would request one by one all of my teammates, if they have one line to add on to my sandesha to the people. I'll start with Jatin. Jatin, please.
Well, thank you everyone for being such a wonderful audience. I mean, the sandesha is clear. We have invited you all. I hope you all join and at least give it a look. It's a wonderful project. It's a wonderful vision. And if you align yourselves and you share this common vision. There's a lot more to come this way. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sanya ma'am. Thank you, team.
Thank you, Jatin. I'll now pass on to Ms. Shashya Upadhyay.
I would thank everyone for joining, and I would request everyone to please come and join us. It's not just a project, it's an initiative for a better India by the young people of India. So please come to us and please join our project. Thank you.
Thank you, Shashya. Prarthana, it's your turn now.
I would want to emphasize on the fact that lawyers are called as the social engineers, and we are responsible to bring a change. And this can be possible if we unite together and we use our knowledge and skills and research skills, and also by the mentorship of great mentors as we have right now, Sanya ma'am and Om Krishna sir. It has been actually fruitful because we can see that the project has been moving forward in such a manner that we see that there's a possibility of bringing a change in such a tender age. We are 25 or 26, within 25 or 26, but at this stage itself we are aiming to bring a big change in the society, and I feel that your support is necessary for us to bring this success. So I would request everyone to have a look at the PPT, get us in contact, and of course this will be a fruitful journey for you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Prarthana. So, dear audience, respected audience, this was the theme, that Discover the Undiscovered. We discovered the Undiscovered P-Voice Research Project. We wholeheartedly welcome each and every Indian to join us in this initiative. We would be highly overwhelmed to receive a single support from your side. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sanya ma'am.
Thank you so much. And as all of you know, the email address is in the chat box. If you want to connect to the team, you are welcome to connect. And they'll also share the PPT, and keep looking for new events that they are going to announce very shortly. And yes, be the change. More power to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.